Hello boys and girls, so after testing Albert Wesker on the PTB for a while, I realized that Albert Wesker is actually a really strong killer if you know how to play him properly. But if you are just about to learn how to play Albert Wesker, well, watch this video until the end, because in this video I will give you 5 tips that you should know before you start playing Albert Wesker. By the way, can anybody explain why whenever I type Albert Wesker porn, I get a bunch of Albert Wesker gay videos? I mean, what the fuck? But before I start this video, I want to remind you that every time there's a new killer in Dead by Daylight, I make a video like this. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see more Dead by Daylight tutorials, funny videos, and all of the other Dead by Daylight stuff. Thank you very much. Please keep in mind that these tips are not in any particular order, so let's start with the first one. You should avoid breaking single pallets. So one of the best things about Wesker is that he can easily avoid breaking pallets that most of the other killers are forced to break. You can always charge Wesker's power before approaching the pallet and then vault through the pallet, and then you can hit the survivor. It's very easy. But the problem is that it takes time to charge your power. So if there are multiple pallets close by, you should just consider breaking at least one of them. But if you are sure that it's just a single pallet, it means that there are no other pallets around, then do not waste your time breaking it, but instead charge your power before approaching the pallet and then vault through it. Now you may want to ask me, how do I know if there are no other pallets around? Well, the answer is simple. You should learn map designs and pallet spawns in the game. If you are struggling to learn it though, don't worry too much. Just take this perk called Zenshin Tactics with you, and you will be able to see every single pallet around you. I would say that this tip is very important, so don't sleep on it, and seriously, avoid breaking pallets that you can just get through, you know what I mean? The second tip is use your power as much as you possibly can. And you may say, why wouldn't I? After all, it's very fun to use Albert Wesker's power. And that's right, it is very fun to use Albert Wesker's power, and it's not only fun to use this power, but this power makes this killer extremely strong, because whenever you use your power many times, you infect survivors, and when they become fully infected, they become extremely slow. I'm talking about turtle speed. You can literally catch them blind, you know what I mean? It's incredibly cool when they get infected and you catch them so easily. You should definitely try it, and I see many people just sleeping on it, and they're like, why would I use my power if I can just M1 hit them, you know? The answer is simple. When they get infected, the only way to get rid of that infection is to use the first aid kits that are scattered around the map, and by the way, there's a limited amount of them. So what do you think happens when survivors consume every single first aid kit on the map? That's simple, you win the game, because they are slow like turtles. So please, for God's sake, utilize Albert Wesker's power to its full potential. The third tip is to use your first charge to get close to a survivor and your second one to initiate an attack. This is a very simple yet a very powerful tip, because Albert Wesker has 2 charges, and you can charge pretty far away without much of a cooldown, and it really helps to catch up to that survivor, and then you can charge again and then hit that survivor and then infect that survivor. It's not necessary, but you should try it. The fourth tip is more like a reminder. Remember that you can fast vault windows, and that's right, so many Albert Wesker players tend to forget that they can vault through windows by just charging their power, and it makes the vault faster, and it's incredibly useful, especially if you have perks like Bamboozle or the new Albert Wesker's perk combined, and you can really vault those windows incredibly quickly. So Bamboozle, for example, is a very good perk for Albert Wesker, I would say. You should try stacking a couple perks that would help to vault through the windows faster, and you will see how good Albert Wesker plays with those perks. And the final tip I got for you today is more like a reminder once again, but it's very useful because when I was playing this killer for the first time, I was not aware of this. You can actually throw survivors at each other. Imagine a survivor is standing behind a survivor that you are charging at, and if you charge at that survivor, another survivor will get hit, and you get like two injures at the same time, which is very cool, and it makes this killer very powerful. So if you see that it's possible to get both survivors, I mean, it's a real possibility, and it might be really useful. Anyway, that's it for today. I don't have much more tips for you because this killer is basically worth playing because it's a good killer that doesn't need many tips. You basically need to learn by playing him. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, please leave a like on it. It would help me to get more views, and also subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it before. See you later. Ciao.